go. They say you always hurt the ones you love, but sometimes saying yes to them can actually hurt you. I recently spoke with beauty and life coach Michelle Phillips for healthy ways to just say no.
Hold on to one more day.
What kind of situations are we talking about?
Well, we're talking about when you say yes to things out of guilt, which then in turn leads to resentment.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
a lot of times we say yes, especially this time of year during the holidays.
Oh, big time.
We agree to things that we really don't want to do, and that what happens? We end up really upset at ourselves, and then it kind of spills out into everybody else in our lives.
Right. So it's like you're trying to be the Santa's little helper way too often.
Exactly.
And now, how do you sit down though and decide what's right for you?
Yeah, first what you want to do is you want to make sure that when you're making that decision, if it feels like it's going to drain you or quality of your life is going to be drained, then you might want to reconsider saying yes.
Okay.
That's the first thing that you want to do.
Okay. But then how do we say no? That's the question.
Okay,
right?
repeat after me. No.
Yes.
Exactly.
No, I can't do
First
it.
of all, we just need to say no
Right.
kindly. You know, you don't need to over-explain yourself. Just say, "I'm sorry, I'm not able to help you at this time." And others will maybe try to guilt you
Right.
out of saying no. But if you stick to that decision,
Right.
and people will honestly respect that.
So you say here, tell them you need to take some time to think about it.
Right. That's the other thing is a lot of times when people ask you to do something, we quickly reply when really we don't want to say yes. So if you want to just say, hey, let me get some time to think about it, check my calendar, check with my spouse.
And I think that's
Kinda
good
gives you
too.
time.
I think that's good too because then you're not initially sort of saying just flat out no. And if you come back to them with a no, then it does at least appear as if you've taken some time to think about it, and it really the importance of it is weighed on you, but you just can't do it.
Exactly.
Okay.
It comes out kinder, for sure.
Next tip we have: think about how the decision will impact you.
Yes.
Yeah, and you kind of covered that.
Yes, and also check with your gut feeling.
Right.
Initially, when someone asks you to do something, you know in your gut whether it feels right or not.
Okay.
And when people do ask you to do something, you don't need to over-explain yourself as to why you can't help them
I was
out.
going to say, don't over-explain yourself. Now, before we wrap up here, I'm going to have to ask you for something. Can you do me a favor?
I'll think about it.
Can you take care?
I can do that for
See that?
sure.
See what I did for you? For more great tips on building the life and look of your dreams, you can check out Michelle's new book, The Beauty Blueprint, online or wherever books are sold.